Yeah. So, can you tell me what was your first ever complaint? Yung nagreklamo ba? And then how you dealt with it?
First complaint
sa... Kasi di ba, you can't please everyone. Parang lahat may makikitang maling, hindi sila na-satisfied and magka-complain na agad. How did you manage it?
Yung first mo na complain is yung hindi nag-stick yung dye kasi nagsinungaling.
Yeah. Di ba sa form namin yung mga consent doon, may tinatanong kung nagbo-botox ba kayo or may mga questions sa mga
other procedures.
But hindi niya kinlik niyo yung yes kasi parang nahihiya ata siya na aminin. And then, the following day, after ng procedure, bumalik siya kasi hindi absorb sa skin niya yung pigments. So, yun. And then, kinausap niya.
And then we later found out that she was applying a lot of stuff for her face. And I think nagpa-botox din siya.
Yeah.
And then she said, oh yeah, I didn't know that actually affects the retention of the pigment. And then I told her like, yes, it's actually on the consent. So the good thing is we have a consent. So it saved us from litigation. Kasi parang balak niya is tawag ng lawyer. Sabi ko, yeah, you can. I know what I'm doing, we know what we're doing. So you have all the documents, we have your consent, and you've signed that you're not applying anything to your face. So I offered her, we're happy to refund you if you're not satisfied with the service. Actually, in the consent, we tell them that if the service has been rendered, we don't offer refunds.
Yeah.
But to save us from headache, we gave her the refund.
Hindi makalimutan, yun siya. Kaya binigay ko na sa kanya para siya na ang mag-deal. Kasi parang hindi ko na kaya.
Yeah.
Kasi mahirap din kasi sinasabi na wala kang masyadong ginagamit. Pero pag siya na kasi kausap, umaamin sa kanya. So,
good thing is with my job I do surveillance and investigation. So I would know whether what the real problem is. Are you lying or you're hiding something from us? So the truth will always come out.
Wow. So again, that's why it's parang doon ka nakita, no? That's why it's very important na there's a proper process, there's a proper consent. Because when things like this would happen, at least you know that your business is safe. It's covered. So do you also have insurances?
Yeah, we have insurance. So public liability insurance. It's very important.
Yes.
So I think that makes us different from the other businesses who's rendering this service kasi we ask advice from lawyers, how do we run this business. So I'm a bit paranoid, but I think I'm on the safer side. Because I hate headaches and I hate going to courts or litigation. So I know that if you run the business, we're safe. We're backed up by professionals. We're backed up by people who know what they're doing. So I want to wake up first thing in the morning. I don't need to worry about that. Yes.
So sleep is very important.
Yes, sleep is very and food as well.
Nutrition, huh?
So that was your first complaint. How about yung pinaka-challenging na client naman? Can you remember any clients?
Kasi na-late siya. So for touch up na siya. And then...
And late means how many?
2 hours.
Late siya ng 2 hours. Yung first and second niya is 2 hours late yun siya. So yung pangalawa niya, sinabihan ko na siya na pagka-late pa siya ulit, hindi ko nabubuksan yung studio para sa kanya.
Hindi na tatanggapin kasi...
Late.
Yeah, 2 hours kasi.
Kasi sa isang araw, meron nakabook, sunod-sunod yung mga clients. Hindi na pwede move for you.
Yeah.
And then, ang nangyari, kumatok ng katok kasi gusto niya pumasok sa sinipa niya yung door. So, naging violent and then aggressive yung client.
Nagwala
and then,
siya
naging stalker. So, ito, nanginginig. Ako nasa trabaho. Sabi niya, may problema nga daw siya. Sabi ko, I can't attend at the moment kasi nasa ICU din ako din nun. And then, natapos yung shift ko, nanigas na siya sa studio. Ano nangyari? Sabi niya...
Nagulong ako sa CR, as in sobrang takot ko kasi naririnig ko siya na sumisigaw siya doon sa labas kasi gusto niya talagang buksan. Gusto niyang buksan kasi gusto nga niya
It's a bit so stressful.
My gosh. Mental health issue yung client. And then, sinabi ko lang sa kanya is, if that happens again, you need to dial 000. And then the good thing is, merong neighbors na nagtulong sa kay Ann, and then kinausap naman yung client, and then tinry nga na ipahinahon. Ayaw talaga, galit talaga. So until minention nila yung police na name, sabi niya, if you don't go away or if you keep on doing these things, we have to call the police. So
That's
in the
the
end,
time na.
I think about 2 to 3 hours you stayed there, and then
Wow.
umalis siya.
Ah.
And it
3
did.
hours din ako nasa CR. Umiyak ako din sa CR.
So you don't have
natakot
client
ako.
at any clients at that time, no?
No,
Obviously.
wala.
That's
No,
unforgettable.
Kinansel ko kasi
kinansel
hindi
niya.
ako okay
Hindi siya
that time.
makawork.
Hindi
Yeah,
ako makawork.
because you don't feel comfortable for your
Yeah.
safety too.
I think it affected her for a week. So for a week,
Yeah.
we had to shut the business down.
Mm.
And then I had to reassure her na it's okay, don't worry, because we know what we're doing. We have consent. She signed this
Yeah.
consent. So sinabi pa niya na, we'll call my lawyer. And then I told her, yes, call your lawyer. I'll speak to your lawyer. That's fine, no problem. And then ako sabi ko, asan ang lawyer mo? Sabi niya, wala na. Sabi ko, asan ang lawyer mo? Sabi ko, lawyer mo. So wala, hindi na siya nagsagot.
Yeah.
But
in
there's
the end, ang gusto lang niya naman talaga
refund.
ipa-refund.
Sabi ko na,
But-
I will refund you if you waive this forms. You have to sign this form as well. So, ayaw niya, gusto niya, bumalik pa rin siya.
Yeah.
So, ganun siya ka-obsessed kay Ann. Up to the point na guwang siya sa social media.
Pinapapuntahan pa niya ako ng pamilya.
Ilang
family member
beses
niya.
siya
Doon
nagpadala
ba
na.
trabaho ako, kaya natakot talaga ako that time.
Actually, that's the reason why nag-decide kami na i-move sa bahay. Kasi mas ma-feel ko na mas safe siya sa bahay dahil puno ng mga cameras, and then may kasama din kami sa bahay. So, after, I think, 2 to 3 months noon, we've decided, okay, let's move out. Wag na dito kasi alam niya na yung studio. So, ayun, ngayon sa website, I don't think nilagay ko ang address. So, pag alam namin na legit yung customer, yung client, saka pa namin binibigay yung address. Saka pa namin binibigay yung details ng business.
Ang good thing kasi meron tayong karapatan dito mag-refuse ng clients.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're not,
Yeah.
if you're not treated well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or any aggressive behavior.
Mm.
Hindi yung the customer is always right.
Yeah, hindi.
Yeah, you're protected. And that's the good thing about having all those, paperwork
Paperwork.
and things. You parang mas kampante ka magnegosyo kasi you're backed up by those
Yeah.
legalities. Yeah.
Well, thank you for also sharing, kasi we learn, like it's very important to have that insurance policy, like everything on paper trail. Yeah. So you mentioned you moved your location. So ano yung mga naging advantage nun? I know I can tell you one, di ba? Yung you just go to the office, you just walk. So mas madali na ba ngayon na it's like work from home?
Yeah, mas easy sa akin kasi kung wala pang client, nag-aantay ako ng client, may magagawa ako sa bahay. Mag-wife duty ka.
Maglaba.
Oh, yeah.
So yun, and then minsan din pagka-grupo yung mga clients ko, at least may bibigyan ko sila ng pagkain. Sila sa bahay lang kasi. So yun, mas advantage.
Oo.
Yun. Makauwi ka agad.
No traffic.
And cost-wise too.
Yeah, that too.
Malaking savings na nasa bahay na lang. Kasi yung malaking expense before is
Rent.
ang rent.
Mm.
So ayun, natanggal yung ang burden ng paying for the rent.
Yeah, that's good. And can you tell them, is it easy to have it council approved kung sa bahay yung studio mo?
Parehas lang naman. I never had any issues with dealing with the council. Because I tell the council, I'm a nurse, and then just recently I moved to infection control. So I actually do audits as well. So whatever's we're
Mas
doing
advantage.
here in the business, this is hospital grade, not just cosmetic tattooing grade or yung studio grade. So this is hospital grade. So kahit yung mga hand sanitizer,
Yeah.
yes, and then mga materials ni Ann. So I tell her, we pick the best. Wag na magpunta doon sa mga cheap kasi hindi mo alam
Yeah.
kung saan ang galing yan or anong quality
Agree.
ng
For
cheap
sure.
na mga equipments.
Yeah.
Very strategic din si Michelle.
Very strict.
No, I think yung beauty nung work as a professional nurse, so you know how to
pick up yung mga na important stuff like yung documentation, compliance,
infection
health
control.
Very good.
requirements and procedures. So sa tingin ko magandang team yung kayo, no? So
Yeah.
may question ako. So with how long? 4 years now? May mga attempts ba kayo to partner with any businesses before, and before nagre-rent kayo, do you share it with any other tenant,
Other businesses?
similar businesses? Wala pa. 3 minutes.
Yeah, actually, we had some offers before, and then during that time when we accepted an offer, it was a bit messy. So we decided let's go slow muna, and then manage a business or run the show on our own, because it's hard. If the more services that you render, and the more there's people involved in the business, there's more opinions, there's more challenges, and the business that we're doing, although you say, it's microblading, but it's actually not just microblading. You're dealing with people and their face.
Yes.
So it's the biggest investment, that you'll ever have in your body. Whatever or however you look like.
You cannot avoid it. Every day you see.
And that is semi-permanent. Mag-last siya ng 3 years. So,
Yeah.
Matagal pa kaysa sa ibang relasyon.
So I think in the next few years we are planning to merge with some businesses as well. But
Nice.
yeah, we wanna make it professional as well, and then legal na this time. Kasi dati by mouth
needs.
lang. Word of mouth lang. Verbal agreement lang. So
Gentleman's
we
agreement.
we learned the hard way. So now we need to make it legal, make it well documented via papers, not just verbal agreement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One thing na appreciate ko talaga sa team nila, no, is they work on their strengths. Parang, so ikaw ba, pinapakialaman mo si Michelle, and ikaw ba, Michelle, pinapakialaman mo si Anne in terms of how you divide your job, or you sort of have, there's a clear definition of what your roles are to make a company work or a business work?
ako kasi malaki talaga ang tiwala ko talaga sa kanya Pagdating ko sa mga paperwork, sa lahat ng mga legal na mga sa kanya talaga lahat. Before, nakikialam siya dun sa mga setup ng mga trolley ko, yung mga ganyan. Kasi same kami mga babae, but ngayon hindi na masyado. Wala nang ganun.
Meron kaming clear job description kumbaga pa. Ito lang yung gawin mo. However, because as I've said, I'm usually the person who's assigned to doing compliance and then infection control and then sa my tax. So I always need to remind her, these are our obligations, not just to ATO, but to our customers as well. So sometimes, because Anne is so passionate, she always wanted to give the best to the client. I told her that's fine, that's not a problem, but we always need to look after ourselves as well.
Nauubos yung time ko talaga doon.
So I think in the end it's like marriage. So the company is like marriage. At first, there was an adjustment period. So probably like for the first year or probably the whole year of running the business, it was always chaotic. So lagi kaming nag-argue how to run the business. So she's as I've mentioned earlier, she has the heart side of it and I'm the brain side. And sometimes hindi magkasundo ang brain and then heart. But as you've said, we're only one. So after probably 3 or 4 years, just recently actually, we realized now we just need to trust each other. Because I can't do what she does. I don't have her hands. Her hands are very gentle. If gusto mo matutudo ako ng ganito, sabi ko, I don't think so. Baka hindi naman mukhang art yan. Baka na yung kaso. But with her as well, I remind her, these are the things that you need to do, when it comes to receipts, our obligation to ATO. So, nung nag-agree na kami na, hayaan lang namin yung isa't isa, and then just trust each other. And that's when we realize, mas mabuti pala kasi
Mas smooth.
mas smooth ang business, and then it saved our marriage as well.
So it's
Yeah.
really choosing your own path.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Marriage first.
Marriage first. Yes.
Yeah,
And then just
exactly.
trust each other. Kasi siya, meron din siyang strengths niya, and then
Yeah.
I have my own strengths as well.
Mm.
I think what we realize is we just need to use those strengths to run the business. And then kung ano yung weaknesses namin, kasi si Anne more on emotional side, ako more on ADHD, yung dami kong ginagawa. So hindi wala ma-accomplish. So she reminds me and I remind her as well. So,
Nice. That's a really nice balance.
Good dynamics.
Yeah.
Complementing each other. That's
Pagdating talaga sa business talaga kami, walang mag-asawa-asawa.
walang ano.
That's one thing I remind as well. Minsan when Ace and I would have that conversation, and then ganun din, parang let's just talk business. We're not husband and wife now.
In hindsight, you can't really mix business and pleasure. Doesn't go well, huh?
Exactly. Kailangan i-remind talaga na ito business muna to.
Yeah.
But what we realize is communication is very important.
Yeah.
Kasi paminsan may mga times na may mga issues kami mag-asawa, but time na mag-lunch ng bus. So we need to set aside our marriage issues and then work as partners. And then after that, actually, dahil nga sa business, okay, nag-usap na tayo. Di mabuti, okay na. Hindi na namin kailangan magtampuhan, hindi namin kailangan wag muna tayo mag-usap. So the business actually forced us, you need to discuss your issues.
Kailangan talaga mag-communicate.
Kailangan mag-usap na kasi the
Or
business
else,
runs every
habulin
day.
tayo.
Habulin ka ni Dave.
Habulin tayo ni Dave.
So at least next time you can focus on your own strengths and just leave to us the
Bas.
I like it. Shameless plug.
Yeah. Kasi more time together if you delegate to
That's
professionals
right.
to
Yes.
stay services. Kasi that's the most important thing, spending time rather than focusing all your, energy sa business. Pagod ka na pagdating sa asawa mo. Yeah, it's important.
Oo nga.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing that we learned on our second year of the business. If you think that you save money by not hiring professionals, you do it yourself, you're actually losing more because you don't know the ins and outs of the legalities of ATO. So these professionals have been studying, like Tax Smart Cafe. You've studied your whole life paano i-run ang business and then comply with ATO. So we don't know that. All I know is about healthcare.
Ako, ginagawa ko lang pagkilay lang. Wala ko idea sa mga ganun.
And that's what we heard in the last time when we attended yung conference ni Jack Delosa, is for you to be able to really scale up your business. You have to hire professionals so you can focus on how to expand it.
Yeah.
So, for Classy Eyebrows, what's the plan in the next 3 or 5 years?
We were just talking about it the
Correct.
last couple of weeks. We can't just stay like this. The clients are always there, but I always remind my wife, you only have a pair of hands. So hindi mo magawa at the same time eyebrows, lips, daming mga client.
Yeah.
Kung pwede lang nga, kung gusto niya 7 days a week, sabi ko, no, we need to have time for ourselves. So I told her we need to partner up with good people, yung trusted people na magagaling din na tao. And then I think what we need to do is scrutinize and then learn from professionals. How can we merge both companies or the other business person as well. So in the next couple of years, what we're planning is to become an academy, train people, and then from the people that we will be training, probably expand our services, and then hopefully we can offer aesthetics or just skin. Kasi I think ngayon halos lahat na ng is very important sa kanilang face. So their biggest investment is face. I think all of us, kahit na gaano pa kamahal yan, because the face is what we present to people.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you have to love yourself.
You have to love the person you see in the mirror.
The person you wake up with.
So yeah, that's the plan in the future.
big
Exciting, ah.
Mag-enroll ako dyan.
May time ka pa ba dyan? Parang kayong dalawa eh.
You heard it here first, ah?
Yes.
Sa podcast.
Oh, exciting for you guys.
Exciting
Anyone who's
future,
listening,
ah.
no?
Yeah,
May
watch
can be a
out.
Something to
potential.
look forward to.
Actually, marami nang gusto talagang magpaturo,
Pa-train.
mag-train.
Yeah.
Pero hindi pa namin siya priority sa ngayon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero, ito, question. Meron ka bang break like holidays?
Of course.
Meron tayong
teka lang, kasi book na kayo for 2 months eh. So, nilagyan niyo ng gap year.
Yeah, naka-block na yun automatic.
Yeah.
Naka-block na yun.
When I told her, Anne, we're going on a cruise.
Yeah.
We learned so much from you two. What can you share to those aspiring business, like even they're just starting off from home na, they're still not sure whether ano yung ma-advise nyo or inspiration to them, yung mga smaller businesses who are watching or listening? Kasi you experienced it, di ba? Parang you started and then you got pushed to start the business.
Because with Anne, she's very passionate and she always tends to follow her dreams. And as I keep on mentioning, she always has the heart. So with her, so I think if you follow your dreams, if you have the passion, if you love what you're doing, just go on with it, and then don't worry about the financial side of it. I know you need money to finance your business, but what's money if you don't have the passion, if you don't have the desire to start your business?
That's good.
So it's a good combination, but always follow your dreams, and then everything will just follow. And then, of course, with me, I always remind her, look after yourself, look after your health, and nutrition side, look after your body. Because what's the point of having your business if you're not able to work? Kasi nagkasakit ka.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
So, look after yourself. And finally, hire professionals.
Yeah, correct.
If your business is like us, dealing with aesthetics, you don't have time to do the compliance side or the financial side. So focus on expanding your business, focus on working on your business, and then leave the other aspects of the business, like managing the business, to the professionals. It will not only save you money in the future, you may have to invest money at first, initially, but that is nothing compared to the benefits na ma-earn mo once nag-grow ng business mo. So, and then share your blessings as well.
Correct. Very good.
Share your
Very good
blessings.
answer.
So, not only with your friends, family, but also the professionals. So, what we do is, during occasions like Christmas, we give presents to the professionals who help us run our business.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course!
I wanna add
May
doon.
free eyebrows ka.
And about Anne, anong mapapaya mo sa mga, nag-start pa lang yung parang, kaya ko ba to? Parang takot ako kasi baka hindi ako mag-succeed, baka wala akong kliyente.
Yeah, that's one thing. Kasi
Yeah.
di ba yung parang mag-start, wala pa akong client.
Yeah.
Ganun.
Isa lang kasi talaga makapalan talaga yung mukha ko. Talagang makapalan talaga yung mukha ko kasi yun talaga yung gustong-gusto ko. Then, maybe yun nga, sundin nyo yung kung ano yung passion nyo.
How long before ka nakakuha ng sunod-sunod na client? Para ma-encourage yung iba.
Yeah, after nung first month ba yun?
How long is it way?
Na fully book na tayo tuloy-tuloy.
Yeah, I think between 1 to 3 months. Kasi si Anne, grabe siya
Yeah.
mag-work on marketing.
Yeah, grabe yung marketing ko kasi
Yes.
talaga. Kaya nga, nahihiya ako. Sabi ko nga, pagka may mga kaano ako na mga Pilipino, sabi ko baka kilala ako nito. Kasi nagpo-post ako doon. Kahit madaling araw sa Pinoy St. Melbourne talaga, nagpo-post ako doon. So parang, yung iba din, pinupuntahan namin ng mga party. Hoy, ikaw yung nagpo-post na madaling araw doon. Yeah. Nakakahiya minsan. minsan, but syempre
Yung
parang...
pa'y mahihain.
Oo, pero kasi parang paano nila malaman na may business ka kung
Yeah.
hindi mo naman ka palang tanim mo